everyone, my name is Jennifer Moleski. This is my YouTube channel. Today, this commenting on comments segment is brought to you by you, the people who actually comment on my videos. Today I'm responding to 3 comments from the video 6-Figure Income, 6-Pack, What Women Want. There's new video topics every Monday and response videos daily in between. So leave a comment on the original video if you want to be a part of the conversation. So the first comment is by MGTOW by Logic. He says this: the problem is a man like me already did years of work to get to a high income and sufficient net worth to retire in my 40s. And what years of work has the average woman done in preparation for a relationship with me? Can she cook? Like, at all? Mostly no. They refuse to clean, refuse to coordinate household activities, they're argumentative, insist on maintaining their SM attention streams, social media, unconcerned with the rational budget, and treat intimacy as a tool to barter for chores. So, no thanks. This comment made sense to me. Before I met my husband, I didn't know what the future had in store for me. I didn't know if I'd be single for the rest of my life or not, but there was one thing I was for sure about, and that was the kind of man that I wanted was special, just like you want someone special, and would not come around often. Maybe once, maybe not even at all. But if he did turn up, I had to be the kind of woman that he would choose too. Maybe I would find him suitable, but would he think the same of me? So I decided to spend every day in some form or fashion getting ready for the big day that might actually never come. I was always trying to improve myself, for myself, yes, but mostly I was trying to improve myself so I would be worthy of the best man when and if I met him. And it worked. Thank you. MGTOW by Logic points out something really important for all of us. When we have not yet found our person, are we doing necessary things to be ready for them if and when they do come along? This advice is sound for both men and women. Don't be the unfortunate time-wasting person who, when you find the right person, discover that they want someone better than what you've become. Someone that you could have been if you would have used your time wisely. It seems like so many people compare themselves to the potential that they are. They say this: if I really tried, I know I could become a millionaire. All I have to do is 1,000 small things. Or if I really tried, I know I could just be the most beautiful, elegant woman that all the men would be after, and I could get and keep a great guy. All I have to do is 1,000 small things. I'll start later, no biggie, I know I can do it. And then when a person does come along who they are actually highly interested in, and it's not reciprocated, then the blame game begins. It's the other person's fault for what? For not seeing your potential? And if they do see your potential but they still don't care, well, that just means they're stupid. So I guess they weren't the right person after all, because you don't want a stupid person. You want someone who accepts you exactly how you are right now. This is how people end up with the wrong person, because what I've seen is the wrong person usually picks the wrong person. So many people spend time looking for the right person, but they don't realize that they aren't the right person. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your time looking when you could be building. I just don't want you to have regrets. I don't want you to have regrets when you do meet that special person, and then extend that to your deathbed. If you're not always trying to be the best person you can be, then one day, look at the video, what side is it on? I think this side, deathbed meditations. If you do some deathbed meditations, it's gonna help you so you have a better death on your deathbed. Unless like communism comes and we just have to like die like Scarface.
You think you can take me? You need a fucking army, you're gonna take me!
I would do that. Next up is Scott, 10, 22, 15. I think the mistake you're making is assuming that the traits can outweigh the looks and money. They can add on, but not replace. Women want all 7 traits, but looks and money rule all else. You can mix and match some of the other traits, but they have to be there or she is not going to be interested. Looks at number 1 with a bullet, followed by money, and the rest are expected by women for a long-term partner, but only impacts how long she stays, not the initial attraction or attention. If you are unattractive and broke, you will not be considered. You'll be friend-zoned at best. It is important to note that as a woman ages, they do begin to put the money ahead of looks since she wants stability as she ages, but they're still there. Okay, in response to the end of his comment about how women's desire for stability gets stronger as she gets older, I said this. Look how smart this is. Emotion leads the youth. Logic leads the wise. Wisdom comes with age. Oh, damn. That's so smart. Man, sometimes I love myself. I usually love myself. Anyway, this isn't about me. I'd like to add This isn't just a thing that happens to women. Everyone's priorities change as they go about the world and see what the world's really all about. When you're young, in your youth, you think the world works the way you imagine it to, or you hope it does, or you think it should. But as you get older, you actually go out and acquire and stack up a bunch of days on top of themselves so you know what reality is. The saying, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same results. Well, when you're not insane, you'll try things that didn't occur to you before. So in your youth, you're like, oh, I just love him because he's wonderful and he's handsome and this is, we feel it and no one's ever felt like this, and that's a good feeling. We'll get to that in the third comment. But when you realize that maybe that doesn't work, then you'll try, well, shit, okay, I'll go for money, and I'll go for women. You know, like people are just trying everything. I have the answers. You don't have to become a lesbian, and you don't have to just date for money. And of course, women want it all. I've done a video called something like, You Can Have It All. And in the last video, I talked about women wanting the best man possible because it validates her and her decisions. If she's made all the great decisions and she is the best person ever, she'll get the best guy ever. But if she gets the best guy ever without having earned it, it's gonna wear on her. She'll be mistrusting of him. Like, why did this guy choose me? Because I think he should know that I'm really not that great. And if he doesn't know, he's an idiot. So I think that's where that comes in. Low self-esteem, and a person who hasn't actualized themselves, or rather a woman who hasn't actualized herself, will not be a great partner to a great guy because she is lacking in so many things. Okay, the last one is Cabin Bills. He says, laughter. The people that some people fall in love with, the seductive eye contact that has melted many a heart. There is absolutely no logical explanation for what raw attraction can accomplish. The experience will be emotionally draining. The sex will be physically challenging. Ultimately, the separation will be heart-wrenching. You've missed the meaning of life if you fail to love simply for love's sake. And then in quotes, it says, thoughts for enthusiasts. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that's a book or something. But isn't that funny? He says something about there's absolutely no logical explanation. And then what was the first guy's name? Logical, MGTOW by Logic. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I mean, have you ever fallen in love with someone and you don't know why? They are not, maybe she wasn't the most beautiful or the fittest, or, I mean, like whatever you think you want, and then you fall in love with this totally deranged human and it's the most intense feeling you've ever had. What do you think of that? I'm sure you're not still with them, but I kind of hope that you've experienced it just so you can be like, oh yeah, no, I know what she's talking about right now. Otherwise you think I'm crazy, you know? And I want us to bond. I want us to bond. Okay, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. No, to answer the question, no, I don't have a Subscribe Star and I don't have a Patreon. You know what? I didn't feel like I was adding a lot to, I wasn't adding anything. I started to feel really guilty about it. So I'm like, stop it. Because I had people, like 20 people. And I felt bad. So if you like what I'm doing, there's links below. You can PayPal or crypto or whatever. But I'm just here for you so we can bond, right? Okay, everyone, be well. I'll see you tomorrow. And if you want to be part of the conversation, leave a comment in the last video and maybe we'll talk about it. Okay, goodbye. Friend zone at best. Ah, my nose always itches. I don't do drugs. It is important to note that as women age, they do begin to put the money ahead of looks, since she wants stability, and as she... Yeah? Yeah, sorry. Thank you, because I could have been shot. I love you. That's delayed though. How long ago did I scream?